and it's playing very constructed music that takes advantage of these hidden properties inside redundant technologies like these. And really the reason why it started is because you know, as a ego-driven arrogant monkey inside a space-time meat vehicle, I tend to have a very narrow view of reality. All my sense data's locked in between, you know, 20 hertz and 22,000 hertz in my ears, and that's a bit annoying, you know, when there's elephants much lower and dogs much higher, and same with light, etc. So I was trying to find a way of having as a fundamental theme of everything that I was making the idea of taking something that was outside sense data and making it available to sense data, but I didn't want to like make a metaphor for that. I didn't want to like say, when you press this trigger, a sound will happen that I've arbitrarily decided upon. I wanted there to be some direct correlation. I didn't want to be making a painting about the idea of hidden things. I wanted to be using the things that really had been hidden, and using that as the material. And then the other thing is that there's a tendency in music that when you go to the piano or the guitar to kind of play a happy chord when you want the audience to feel happy, and a sad chord when you want them to feel sad. And all of that really is trying to emotionally manipulate them into your point of view, like by basically saying, I'm in love or I'm not in love, and I want you to feel sorry for me or happy for me, something like along those lines. And, you know, generally when a singer-songwriter sits down, they go, I, and then that's pretty much it all summed up. But, you know, generally, you know, music tends to suffer from that, which is a shame because, you know, painting doesn't suffer from that. You can discuss more than just autobiography in painting, and same with a novel. And in fact, lots of other art forms have this broader reference points. So I was trying to find a way, is it possible to make music that doesn't have the self-referential starting point, doesn't contain autobiography, and doesn't contain self-expression. You know, I don't want to tell the audience my story about how I feel about things. I want to be revealing something else. And of course, often when discussing this idea that I'm going to make something that doesn't have a self-referential thing, every artist that you talk to normally about that face-to-face goes, no! I disagree with you! You're still expressing yourself. And it's like, well, yeah, the photographer can't remove the frame. The frame is still there even when you try, so it's still there. You know, your concerns still come through anyway. So this piece is about these Casio keyboards that were made in the 80s. You can play two notes at the same time, and you've got a selection of sounds and a selection of rhythms. And there's lots of modifications you can make inside these, but in this piece we're just concerned with this one modification, these buttons here. And what they're doing is connecting two chips on its brain, if you like, its main chip together, and just for a second. And when you do that, you confuse it, and it doesn't know what to do next, and it just produces something random. And you can never tell what it's going to do. In fact, it may do nothing, so they might do nothing, and I'll just have egg on my face, which wouldn't be the first time. But sometimes they do something really interesting. And the first Toy Orchestra 7-inch single that was released on Static Caravan was made with just one of these, and I was trying to not have any monkey hands on the keyboards and only collage what it was doing, and it gave a circuit diagram of how to make it yourself, and you could buy the vinyl for $3.50, or you could make it yourself for £1, and then you could make your own album. So I don't know what's going to happen, so wish me luck.